And it does look like we're alive, and we have a match. It's gonna be versus, no, not this one, this is a challenge. This one versus Takenda. Alright, versus Takenda. We're taking the pyramids, we can get the Acropolis then. And I guess the engineering genius makes a lot of sense. Take that away from him, get it for ourselves. And with this first move, welcome guys to the stream today. And I see a small problem being leaders. He could just go for Moses, but he doesn't. He will give us Moses and he will leave the Acropolis on 2. And there's Shakespeare. Yeah, I guess I still have to go for the Acropolis here. And Moses, and then just build one stage. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Hopefully it doesn't reveal religion or the development of warfare. Here are some early tactics and some early knights. There's also Barbarossa. I mean, with Barbarossa I kind of missed the Colosseum already, but yeah, also Moses and Barbarossa don't really work all that well together. There's Gutenberg. Gutenberg for 3 for him. Alright, alright. And this is how we do this. I could still wait for printing presses, I think, with Shakespeare being in. Or should I just go for the lab? I don't think it is necessarily bad here. I guess he's gonna go for alchemy and he's gonna have a pretty strong start, but I think especially with the Acropolis I want that extra lab now. There's no early printing press, so I should just do this probably. There's Joan. I'm kinda sad that now I missed out on Colosseum to try and counter his Gutenberg a little bit with an early military play. But yeah, maybe we can still try something here. Try it with, I mean, the 1 strength from Acropolis. Maybe, I mean, we don't get the first knights. So I guess, I mean, there's still Joan of Arc we could go for. Sadly, there's no Bach. Okay, he goes for alchemy and Code of Laws. And he skips the knights. Pestilence seems great. Hey Porgy, nice to see ya. How are you doing? How is the bounty hunting going for you? You're the bounty as well, right? From our, or do I have that wrong in my head? From the Squid Game? Should I go for Swordsman? I guess maybe just Joan of Arc next turn. I want to finish this wonder here. Hey Pikachu, welcome, welcome. Bounty's going good. Nice to hear, nice to hear. I want me very slowly. It's this one. We are still early H1. Of course, my main goal is to harm Healing Aura as much as possible because he's the West player, and as we all know, West is trash and they have to die. But yeah, it's going all right, but a little bit too early to tell since they are playing pretty slow. If you guys don't know what's going on, then you should read up on the awesome Squid Game. I don't know, maybe I'll also do a video on that experience. But the experience itself, outside the game, is the main thing for Squid Game for me. The Discord, so much fire since the Squid Game team thing has started. Or however it's called at the moment, the current round. Players catching a lot of heat. Alright, so we're able to kidnap EG, nice, but not from West. Well, we'll still take it, I guess. We will still take that as a win. Okay, free religion, then we 100% go for Joan of Arc. And I think we go for monarchy here. Wait, we can't even go for monarchy. Go for another one of these. And go, then grab Joan of Arc. And this sounds great. This is a good start. And then Joan of Arc next turn we can save a little bit more food.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Bobichu, thank you very much for gifting that sub to Epogi. And congrats Epogi. You have a bounty on your head, but now you have a free sub. That should make up for that. So yeah, thanks again, Bobichu. Very much appreciated. And what do we get here? Another population. We have enough population now. Just checking if the sound is fixed. Maybe I should never fix it, so you have to keep checking. I mean, the sound was there at least, but it still doesn't work together with the alert. Like with the sign, the sound is just delayed by a little bit. But I've tried and tried again, but no big success yet. Hey Lemmings, nice to see ya. I'm doing the double stream watching thing again. I saw that Sugoi is also streaming. So who knows, maybe we can also meet up versus him. If I think he started before us. And I don't know if he wants to continue after his current game. No, don't watch the VOD. We can't bash West. No, we definitely wouldn't do that. No. You can't watch both, only the phone. Damn. First world problems, I guess. Only having one media to watch and not two at the same time. So where are we standing here? He has Gutenberg, yeah. I still like our start as well. We will have the strength advantage. We have Foray in there. We can also put the Crusades in there, maybe. Multiple religions, yeah. I like those. I don't know, maybe I should have built the philosophy first instead. Yeah, maybe last time I should have built the religion, the philosophy then. Yeah, probably would have been better. Okay, trade routes. That means we can pop twice. Oh no, we can't. I guess we can always pop later with the foray. And this is still pretty good. So go build 3 farms, 4 mines and 2 temples. You had no choice but to defect to my side. And then you joined my side and I still had those 2 religions. At least no extra farms or mines. So besides that little blunder here, still a clean game. I mean, I like our start. This feels pretty strong with the foray and the crusades in there. Same goes for the pestilence. Would have been great to get 1 more food to pop 1 more time, but yeah, this is still pretty fine. Next time we can go for iron. We can build 2 more temples. Now, sadly, there's no Bach. That is one of the biggest problems. I mean, one of these temples was free, of course, from the development of religion. The second one, I still like that, but yeah, sadly, no Bach. Bach would make this game perfect if there was a Bach. Oh, he's playing quite greedy, I think. And he possibly couldn't even defend here, but I still want to push I think, knowledge of the ancients on top. Please don't build more temples. Probably not. I probably still should push to get to the rest of these cards. So let's play Call to Arms. Could go with Swordsman or Alchemy or both. I don't know if Alchemy is not too late with what we have. Could instead of the Swordsman I could go for... Frugality doesn't really work. I guess we can always still go for the Alchemy. No wonder there's no irrigation, so the Machu Picchu probably not. And we have the engineering genius, but I also want the rich land quite bad. So let's just take these. Migration could be useful. I guess it depends on when Shakespeare will come out. He's ready for Shakespeare. I think we're already kind of forced into military. There's some tools for that. There's Napoleon. And that's basically the only tool there is. A few more temples. I like that suggestion. Great idea, you Pogi. Then I can blame it on you and Lemmings can stay in our team. But now that you mention it, sure, why not more temples for the immigration? Sounds like a plan. And the good part is he's on 3 rocks still, so I guess he still has a lot. The Masonry was quite good for him, and he goes Machu. Alright, might be too late, but overall it's pretty solid for him. He will lose that pop, but he has a free one. I still think I go for immigration here. So we get the Pestilence. I guess we could now go for the alchemies. Five cannon. We could leave the cannon on 1. By the way, why did he not go for Code of Laws last turn? He had the science for it. I mean, I like the rich land, I like breakthrough. Let him have the cannon. AJ Black, hey, nice to see ya. Okay, horse tactic is here. Napoleon as well. Aggression, I would have loved a war here already, then we could really lean into that. But this aggression is fine as well. There's the horse tactic. Awesome, awesome. I see a very tricky terrorism. I don't know if we can go for that. I mean, he definitely wants to give in with theocracy. 3 printing presses, alright. We somehow have to punish this. All the printing presses. Guess I can go for terrorism. Maybe I shouldn't. I mean, it's gonna take some time, but I didn't think about Crusades. That was a mistake. I mean, I saw it on top even, and I played it, of course. But that makes the terrorism tricky. Well, can't take it back now. I think I like navigation, even though it's only for the strength, so maybe that's not worth it. Growth. Gen pattern, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I guess it's still 2 strength. And we have a lot of science. We go up to 6. Next turn go for Napoleon, we hopefully get the justice, even though he might take away the justice. Wonder could be great, we could just go for railroad. There was no Gandhi, so maybe lean heavily into the military play. Territory is here, so that seems pretty good. Next thing we push with the navigation, we hopefully is gonna win it. Okay, he's gonna push. And I guess I should have maybe built another religion for the immigration. And we need happy faces, maybe team sports. Could work, could work. I think we're gonna go railroad. Railroad seems really good. He denies the justice. Don't build more religions. I'm tempted, I'm tempted. Build an opera now. I think I destroyed our hope for an opera with the terrorism. Something I shouldn't have played. It should be the rebellion instead. Yeah, I think Napoleon, railroad. And why not? Why shouldn't I build an extra religion? For the immigration? I know Lemmings is gonna hate this, but I think I do it. Ipogi likes it, so I have to do it now. That is the law. I want to be able to push. I also want the colonization card. So I guess I have to say goodbye to some of these tactics. And I guess we're gonna go for a classic army, right? I guess I can show this tactic now. Get rid of this one. Yeah. I think that's correct. Oh, another territory and wars. Alright, and the strategy. On 3 for him, he only has 4 civil actions. Hey Skewin, sniffs around. Do you smell puntos? Yeah, the smell puntos. 2 war overtakes. 2 war overtakes. So we might get this justice system after all. Okay, he goes for strategy. How big of a war can we make here? I think we have to try something. I'm not sure if we need the war this turn. Force him to show us what he got. And what can he do to us? He steals a little bit of science from us, that's alright. He's not gonna win enough to steal the navigation, and we just follow up with the War of Attack number 2. Could also just push the strategic, use this turn to set up. And do the same, but just push. Be ready for 2 cavalrymen next turn. That's the first copy, I don't have to take it here, especially if I don't touch the row. I could also go for architecture. That is a different kind of play. Actually, I guess I could do the war and the same. Then he has cavalry on 1, but we still guarantee to get the second copy. So either I do this and push the strategic, or I do this and play the War of Attack. And currently I'm not sure what I want. And 5 strength, he has to go for cannon. And if he has fortifications, then at least he has to show it. And we have still 10 rocks, so enough for 2 cavalrymen. Don't want Napoleon, he's actually worse than Joan of Arc. Was good, close even if we lose. Exactly, we force him to do something. One more card to discard. Maybe plunder, I guess. We have things to push. He has enough stuff. I mean, stealing some food would be nice. I need the colonization card, I think. Need the tactic definitely, and the second war, I guess. Only problem is if we don't get the second cavalryman copy for next turn, or if it doesn't come out in time. I guess coming out in time is not a problem. I mean, even if it's on 3, we can take and develop it, destroy one thing, and I mean, if he pushes, we get the free migration. And he has a pretty full hand, so I don't know if he can go for the cavalryman. Yeah, he has quite a lot to do at the moment, so I'm not sure if he has the time to grab the cav. I mean, the biggest issue now would be if he has fortifications. And he could develop cannon, pop twice, build a cannon, destroy something, build another cannon. But even then, we lose a little bit of science. And can go right again. Yeah, I can afford we probably lose. Okay, he's gonna go for cannon and build 2. Does he have fortifications? He does, actually. But he leaves the cav. He has enough rocks for another 2 cannons, though. Fortifications. He got the fortifications, alright. So, I mean, if we go for another war, it is quite problematic. Especially we can't build 2 and go for 2 calves, so I think we just push, get our free pop. Still need food, so maybe selective breeding. Still need happy faces as well. At some point these religions don't cut it anymore. And these organized religions are very, very cheap. I guess I should also play Napoleon. So I think I always do this. And then I still want food. I guess this... the ocean is gone, right. Cornmon. Cornmon is the problem, I can't go for cavalryman unless I do this. Then I don't have the pop. I mean this, well, nah. I think Cornmon is still for 6. Problem is it destroys this turn a little bit. I think this has to happen and then we don't have the time for Cornmon. I think selective breeding. There's still the team sports, we can go for that. So let's do this. Still need the food. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is looking pretty good for him with his fortifications reveal. Give him exactly what he needed to defend. I did a pretty strong start from the start, basically, with the pyramids and then into an early Gutenberg, followed with... okay, now he's gonna go Shakespeare. I mean, that's an early fundamentalism. Let's go for that. Okay, hold on. Doesn't quite work, does it? I mean, who needs science? And I don't want to push anyway because of the terrorism. No, it might not be the biggest factor. Even have starvation here, but starvation is actually not even bad. Oh, you guys are ready for some next level play? This, I think, is the play. We have 2 starvation. But that actually is not a problem because of terrorism. I mean, it will be a problem at some point, but we can go for the selective breeding next turn after we've stolen the science. Yeah, we need a strong turn here, and this is the strongest I can go. Screw the culture. Who needs culture anyway? And a hybrid war immediately. And this game just got pretty interesting, I would say. So the entertainment factor is definitely here. I'm not sure if we're winning it or not. But he also has not a lot of happy faces, so can pop twice but only have 1 and no free population. Yeah, Team Sport and Hybrid is looking pretty strong for next turn. If we steal enough science, we can even go Team Sports and Selective Breeding. I guess he could steal this Team Sports, but grabbing that and developing it and building it is a lot of civil actions. He might not have that. I mean, grab for 2, develop, increase pop, build 1, that's already meaning no extra 2 cannons. But yeah, this is a great follow-up if we get the Team Sports. There even is Pierre de Coubertin, so we can make that even better. He's gonna go for 2 more cannons. Alright, alright. Only cannons. What else would you need? I mean, this does give us some big problems. Not gonna lie. But maybe we can gain the back from the Cold War. Ouch. Another 8 culture gone. Another 8 culture gone. And we don't have the science for team sports, not even next turn. We can't go for selective breeding. Oof, yeah, oof. So what can we really do here? We'll tap out here. Yeah, might be the best call. I mean, we still could get some signs from the developed. It was a rough turn of events. Churchill rifle. Rifle? I don't know if we need a rifle. I think do we need to deny military buildup? And Churchill seems pretty good. That could allow us an air force. Need team sports for the epiphases. That allows the hybrid war. And corruption is not a problem. We can just have that. The starvation will happen anyway. I don't think rifles is the play. Don't see where we would use that. Patriotism or military buildup. I mean, we can try for 1 or 2 more turns. After that, we can still tap out. Terrorism hits him. Nice. Perfectly timed. As promised, guys. As promised. I guess I should have seen it coming that he would go just for all cannons. Disrupt our war. Denies all the science. But yeah. Air Force is now firm. Enough rocks for 3 Air Forces. I think this game is over. I think this is over. Defense declaration. Alright, get the revolutionary idea at least. And nothing else, I guess. Nah, this doesn't work. I guess we'll just call it next turn. I mean, we need Air Forces if we want to win, and then we need some more science. I guess we might not. This gives us Air Force in 2 turns. Fundamentalism, Rail Wonder, and Acropolis still lose against fortifications. Yeah, but he had 6 units in military and we had 4. So, I mean, it was super close because of Fundamentalism, Railroad, and Napoleon, but yeah, him just having more units in military and in a more efficient tactic was just, yeah, what hurt us here. Cold War, even Cold War, alright, alright. And probably he can just go Marlene, then he has enough happy faces for the hybrid war. Yeah, after the 2 War of Attacks that we drew, I had some hope. There was a promise of our military paying off. I thought H2 was pretty close. We had some really good stuff going for us. He had obviously this planned and he was able to do it. And he had a very good start, but we didn't have a bad start, I think. We got something out of our military with the Crusades and Foray and Call to Arms, but he was just able to defend. I mean, we can't even, if we go to war here, it won't even be enough. What if we end in an uprising? Just go for the air forces. I can probably beat that, right? So I think we can just forfeit here. We can build 4 air forces. Each air force is 10 and 3 at least with Marlene. Yeah. Where do you resign? Forfeit. GG, well played by him. That might cost us a lot of puntos. But yeah, good game. It was interesting. It was pretty interesting. Sadly, we weren't able to pull out the win. Minus 64 puntos. Damn, I was pretty high. I was actually... Oh, I am actually rank 8, even with a little bit of decay. I had 89 and 50, which is not bad, but also not good enough.